Hi everybody who is watching this video. My name is Olenjolai TAYAI single from beautiful and fantastic country that called United Republic of Tanzania in eastern of African continents. I would like to welcome you into my official into our official YouTube channel that called Tanzania Online O-Level, Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary Schools. These are abbreviations of secondary schools in square bracket Olenjolai. This is our official YouTube channel where we are solving critical and even crucial problems existing to the O-level students or ordinary secondary education students who are suffering in understanding mathematics and science subjects, especially physics and chemistry. So that's the problem that we are solving. Because it happens that many students experience many challenges during the learning from the Form 1 to Form 4, from class 9 to class 12, so in other countries. So we are using the reference syllabus, is the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. However, that these contents might be used in any country or by any students in any country at any time and anywhere. So today, remember that in this official YouTube channel, we are teaching basically 3 subjects to the 4 classes. Basic physics, basic chemistry, basic mathematics for Form 1, Form 2, Form 3 to Form 4. So total 12 subjects that we'll be teaching you in this YouTube channel. So you have to stay tuned and stay connected. And we are making everything in digital platform. We are recording the live lecture and then transmitting it by transmitting to place where you are by using the internet, so you can learn this lecture at any time and anywhere. So I would like just to introduce you a few things which are very important. If you are watching this video for the first time, so second time or third time, make sure that you do the following procedures so that you can benefit on this YouTube platform. Number 1, on the lefty, on the right side of the video you are watching right now, there are the buttons that will be written subscribe with the red backgrounds and white text. You click that, and in order for you to subscribe, you should sign in by using the valid email, whether Gmails or the Yahoo emails are on the YouTube platform. So make sure to subscribe, and if you click, the color will change, becomes the color of the buttons become gray, and even that the writings or the white text of subscribe will be changing also into kinds of it's a gray color, we can call it. That's number 1. Secondly, also we like to insist you that you have to read the descriptions also of this video, where we used to provide some information, some links for the other official YouTube channel, because Olenjolai has almost 60 official YouTube channel for training or for teaching students in different levels and for the specific category. Then thirdly, I would like just to insist you to share these contents to your friends, to other students, maybe to your young brothers or your elder brothers, so that they can benefit from the materials or contents that you prepared for them, so they should not suffer anymore. And then the fourth step, or the fourth thing that I would like just to insist you, this program is for the serious students. So you have to be serious, you have to take this material serious, you have to be concentrating, you have to concentrate, and you can watch this video. I advise you have to watch this video several times so that you can grasp and understand every concept. For the only Form 1, I use 2 languages. I teach by using 2 languages, English and the Swahili language, because they are from primary level to the secondary level, and most of them they didn't use English during the primary education. But from Form 2 to Form 4, I use the English. So I will be teaching you how to listen English and how to learn mathematics and science in kind of, yes, it means that by using the English language, so you can speak fluently, you can try even yourself to go through this material. Again, number 5, in case that you have, let me just put this sentence in this way. Our classes are incomplete without questions, so we like to invite you to ask many questions as well as you can when you'll be taking this material, or maybe at the end of the lecture, because even ourselves will be asking you questions. We'll be leaving homework in every lecture or in every session, so that you can try your level best before you go to the next lecture or the next session. And we do correction in the next section, in the next session, before we cover the new concepts. Again, you can use the comment sections below the descriptions of this video to ask your questions, to interact with other students worldwide, to have group discussions, to give us your opinions, your comments, your advice, etc., 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 and even also to learn or to read the answers of the different questions that have been asked by other students, just like in a live class. Because in a live class, if Olenjolai is asking a question to the John Alex, then when the John Alex or the teacher of the class answer the question, other students also they hear the answers of the answer of the questions have been asked by the students. Similarly, when the students asking us questions, other students they hear it by using the ear. But for this digital platform, we have the mechanisms to read. It means you can write your questions and also you can read what is being answered. Again, be focused, and then in case that you want to offer your freewheeling Thanksgiving offering, this is what the text here. It means Thanksgiving offering, and then you can use this phone number 0759745331, and your Thanksgivings will be received in order to make sure that we pay all the running costs to make sure that the many lectures of basic physics for the Form 4, Form 3, Form 1, and Form 2 will be in air and reaching your destination, your place through the internet. So, if now you have taken into considerations the piece of information that I gave you, I'm ready now to take you into today's session. Okay, so the departments where we are today, or we are teaching you from the departments that basic physics. Remember that this course is online. We don't have a physical school. So basic physics, and the subject is physics, and this material for the class for the Form 4. And then so like to do the introductions of the physics for the Form 4. In case you want to learn any topic for the Form 4, you can use this introductions, and not only for the Form 4, but for the physics from Form 1 to Form 4. So that's what just we can say. Again, that we say that we'll have to start the topic that I've prepared for you, so you can go through. So this we say that you start a class, but introduction for the Form 1 to Form 4. For the physics, for Form 1 to Form 4. So we want to introduce to you some of the reference books. So Form 1 to Form 4. So from Form 1 to Form 4. From Form 1 to Form 4. So let us introduce this stuff. So in this part of introduction, we say that we know that physics is the one of the branch of science, and then I would like us to introduce to you reference books. What are the reference books? And the materials can be used to learn physics for Form 1 to Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. So you have several reference materials. I'll mention some of them for you. The first reference material is, we call it a syllabus. Physics syllabus for ordinary secondary education. Physics syllabus for ordinary secondary education. Very important book. Form 1. This is a unique book that you can read it Form 1, or it has a content for the Form 1 through the Form 4. That the first reference book. We call it the Physics Syllabus for Ordinary Secondary Education Form 1 to Form 4. If you are watching this material from Kenya, from Egypt, from maybe Namibia, from maybe from Ethiopia, so make sure that you have the Physics Syllabus for Ordinary Secondary Education of your country, right? So I would like just to show you, for those who are watching from Tanzania, This is the syllabus, and details the United Republic of Tanzania Ministry of Education Vocational Training Physics syllabus for ordinary secondary education from 1 to Form 4. So if you open it, then you will find 6 columns, right? The first column is called the topics or subtopics. Second is specific objective. Third is specific teaching and learning strategies, and the fourth is what? Teaching and learning resources, and the fifth column is assessment, and the last column is number of 40 of periods. Make sure that you have this book. In case that you don't have, don't worry, printed by Msumbe Book Project. So in case that you don't have, you can order this book online, read the descriptions below, then you'll know the cost, and you can order it, and we can ship it to you in any regions or any city of United Republic of Tanzania. So that's the first reference books that you need. The second reference book, this we call the physics. Physics, we call the physics Form 1. Form 1 and 3, Form 1 and 2, students' books. Students' book. And this is students' books, and the author is TAYI. TAYI means Tanzania Institute of Education. Okay, so for this case, we have the book. Let me just show you the sample of this book so that you can enjoy the beauty of physics. We have that book, we call it Basic Physics. Basic Physics for all level students. Okay, so physics for 1 and 2 students book. Okay, physics for 1 and 2 students book. So this is we have apostrophe here, students books. So this is the book, right? Physics what? Physics for 1 and 2 students books by Tanzania Institute of Education. So if you don't have this book, this is useful for the Form 1 and Form 2. Also the other books is the Oxford. And then if you don't have this book, you can order it online and go through the descriptions of this video. You see the cost. So you can buy for your young brother or for yourself also, right? So that's the second reference material. The third reference material for the physics for Form 1 to Form 4, this is called the Physics Form 3. Physics Form 3 and 4. Students book. Students book. So students book. Book by what? By Tanzania Institute of Education. This is the authors. So this now is a huge book, and the physics books used for the Form 1 to Form 4. Okay, and then the author is Tanzania Institute of Education, and this book contains all the topics are called the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania for the Form 3 and Form 4. So it's beautiful, fantastic book. So make sure that you have it. And then the next book, which I don't have a sample, but you can also order online, and I will ship it to you. It's a minimum cost and affordable cost, because we make it affordable cost. It's the book that called the we call that the physics books. You can also use physics books for 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? For 1, 2, 3, and 4 by what? Published by Oxford. Oxford what? Publisher. So we call it just Oxford. And the fifth reference might be used to learn physics is the 5th edition. So the 5th edition, fifth edition, physics by A.F. Abbott. And this fifth edition has been written in 1989. Also, a student can use, or even a teacher can use, eighth edition. Eighth edition, Principles of Physics. Principles of Physics. Principles of Physics by M. Malcolm. And this has been authored 2003. So the second reference book also can use the first edition, notes of what? Of Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4, prepared by Mwalimu Olenjolai Moko, and notes that I'll be giving you in this lecture. The case reference, students also might use online, or in other words we call it internet books. Online means that the internet is full with books, physics books, and even materials. But you have to be careful. That's why you should have the syllabus. Because sometimes you can learn the stuff which are above your level. The main reference that the students might use, the 9th edition. Form 4, or Form 2, Form 4, Physics Review. Physics Review of what? Of certificate, secondary education examination, exams, right? By what? The author is Damian, and the publishers are Apple Network. I will show you, I have a sample of it. This is 9th edition. So this is for the Form 4, let me bring for you the 9th edition for my library. I have a library specifically for this stuff, so that I have to share with you and show you. So this is the 9th edition Form 2 Physics Review book. Okay, Physics Review book. So this is the way it is. So this is Form 2 Physics Review book. And you see that velocity time graph I will teach you in Form 2. And this is light, depends for the Form 1 and Form 3. This is what electrostatic or static electricity, parts of what of gold leaf electroscope. And then this is what the concepts of Pulate, that machine, I will teach you. So problems and solutions 2003, 2019. So these are the questions and answers. The goodness of this book. I'll be taking some of the questions from this book and be solving together, and I will guide you how to solve them. So in case that you need this book, you can go to the descriptions of this video and see the cost and see the shipping cost, the cost and the shipping cost, and then you can order it, and then we can ship it in any regions of United Republic of Tanzania. Right? Currently, across outside, we cannot ship it outside of Tanzania because of the shipping modality that we are using at this moment. So you can order it. Then the 11th, the 10th reference, you can use students can use the 8th, the 12th edition, Form 2, Form 4. Excuse me, I showed you the Form 2 book. This is Form 2. Okay, fine. Form 4, Physics. Okay, Physics what review. Physics review of what? Of Advanced Certificate Secondary Education Examination. So if that review, so this one also you have to meet it. Advanced Certificate Secondary Education, Certificate Secondary Education Examination, and the author still the same, and the publisher still the same Address Network. So it is James Damian, this is the author, and then the publisher is Address Network. So the 11th reference, so this is ordinary level physics review book. So it's called the ordinary 12 editions ordinary level physics review book. So 12 editions ordinary level. So ordinary level in abbreviations we call it the O level. Form 4 review. Form 4 physics review of certificate secondary education examination. So this is how does it look like, the outer cover. So you see that this is the Clanches cells, and then this is the induction scoring. So in case of electromagnetism problems and solution from 2003 to 2019. Okay, so it has questions for the past paper questions, means that questions, and also it has solutions. So in case that you need to order this book, go to the descriptions and you see that how much does it cost you and what the shipping cost you to your locations within the country. Then the 11th reference can use past papers of your school, past papers of your schools, can learn physics, can master physics, past results of your school. In your schools, I know that you have midterm testing, so midterm test 1 and 2, and also I know that you have been doing terminal exams, or you are doing terminal exams, and also I know that you have been doing your annual exam, right? But also you can use the mock past papers, and also the pre-national past paper, so prenatal past papers. So those are some of the past papers. So at least the students should go through 4 to 5 reference books, especially the first reference book reference book is very important for you to narrow or to know what you should cover. So after presenting the reference books, and materials used to learn physics for the Form 1 to Form 4, then I would like to take some minutes now to introduce to you, or to use, or to refer the syllabus, right? The syllabus, to see the subtopics and specific objective for the chapter 6. So this is chapter, or we call it topic, chapter 6, and the topic is called the elementary astronomy. Say with me, elementary astronomy. Say elementary astronomy. So I'll be teaching you the 6th chapter, which is called elementary astronomy. So, after mentioning the topics that I'll be teaching you today, let us see subtopics and specific objectives. Specific objectives of what? Of elementary astronomy. Elementary astronomy. Elementary astronomy according to the syllabus of United Republic of Tanzania. Syllabus for the Form 1. It's called the Form 4 syllabus. So elementary astronomy, it has 4 subtopics. According to the syllabus, you have to cover all of these 4 subtopics. So you say that elementary astronomy has 4 subtopics, which are this. The first one is called Introductions to Astronomy. This is labeled as 6.1. So it's called Introduction to Astronomy. Astronomy. Second subtopic of elementary astronomy called this 6.2. And this 6.2, we call it the solar system. So the second subtopic is called the solar system. And the third subtopic is called the constellation. Constellations. Then the next is subtopic 6.4. It's called the S and the moon. The S and the moon. So the S and the moon. The S and the moon. So those are the 4 subtopics of elementary astronomy according to this syllabus book for the physics Form 1 to Form 4. So then the next thing, or the next steps, that the specific objectives. Let me present some of the specific objectives, because we should know what should you achieve after learning the certain concept. Specific objectives of each subtopic called the introduction of astronomy. I will mention some of the specific objectives, but some of these specific objectives you have to make sure that you have this book so you can go through those specific objectives. So there's only one specific objective. Let me quote. There's only one specific objective in this section. The students should be able, at the end of covering these concepts of introduction for astronomy, the students should be able to so there are two specific objectives. I'll mention one, and the second one you will get when you have the syllabus book to explain the concepts of astronomy. So when you say that we covered the introductions of astronomy, now you can be able to explain the concepts of concepts of astronomy. Concepts of astronomy. That is Roman A. So Roman B, I leave it for you to fill it. After you have this book, you can fill that Roman B. Okay? And then the specific objective is the end of my quotation. The specific objectives of the next subtopic, and this next subtopic is what is called the solar system. You learned it in geography, and you learned it in geography. So I quote, the students, plural, you who is watching this video, the students should be able to do what? There are two specific objectives in this subtopic. The first specific objective is labeled as Roman R. I'll leave it for you to fill the blanks. And also the second one is B. So the first one is R. So leave the blanks. And then the second one is B, so I can help you. So what are the specific objectives that you have to achieve on learning the concept of solar system? And this B, the student should be able to explain the concept of the force, explain the force of gravitation. Force of gravitation, which maintains celestial bodies. Celestial bodies in their orbit. So the student should be able to explain celestial, or the concepts of constellation and celestial objects. Right? Very important concept. for you to master it in order to enjoy the beauty of physics. So this is the end of quotation, right? And then, there are two specific objectives also, and this will be what